welcome back, guys. Well, the barn's paid for now. That was a big bill. I don't think I've ever transferred that much money at one time. It's more than what my house cost. Well, we got 2 loads unloaded this morning. I gotta go pick up some twine, then go pick my wife up from the hospital, wife and new son, and we're gonna go out and start baling. Hopefully we can get another 1,000 bales. Well, we should get another 1,000 bales put up today. Small squares. I don't know if we'll be able to get anything unloaded if we get some help. I'd like to see if we can shoot for 1,500. That'd be getting 4 loads unloaded today and reloaded. I won't rule it out. It's possible, but we'll see how things go here. Well, we're here. I feel like we got a good chunk done. This is all cleared. Got a lot of big squares to pick up. Got to finish tying in the twine, and then we're going to start baling. Load number 1 is full. Start on number 2 here. A little over 110 bale on that, or right at 110. It's one of the smaller wagons. This one's a little bigger. Hopefully we get 120 to 140 on this. So we'll see. That's about 145, 144 bales, give or take. Could have maybe snuck a few more on the front, but I was coming up on this one headland pass, and rather than start another pass to make 3 more bales, I just felt like it wasn't worth the time. So that's full enough for now. Let's grab one of these big ones, this nice set here, and we'll get a whole bunch of straw baled up. Because this one, that one, and the one on the left, not the green one, the one on the left, and then the 2 over there, those are all really big wagons. Those should all be 150 bale loads. All right, load number 4. I think 290 bales, the first 3, so averaging 130 bale per load. First load is just over 100, maybe 110, I think. Just under 110, 105 maybe. The second was like 130 or 140, and this one would have been probably about that same amount. This is a bigger wagon, so hopefully we can get a good chunk on this. Well, we're on load number 5, moving along. I think we were 540 bales or something like that before we started this. So whatever that is divided by 4 is about what we're averaging on a load. I can't do the math in my head right now, but definitely a couple big loads in there. I'm hoping this will be another big one. It's like there's a lot left. It's not a ton. It's something I could just wrap up with the round baler real quick and knock it out yet today, but I want to have at least 32 to 3,600 small squares. That number kind of keeps, it's a moving target and keeps moving. But no less, I will not stop until we have at least 3,000 for sure. I'd like to sneak another 500 or 1,000 in. If we get 4,000, that'd be a good place to stop and then focus back in on some hay. We're going to need a lot of second cut and small square bales. I have a lot of people asking. I think the goal this year is about 8,000 small square bales of second cut alfalfa. I think we're going to be able to move that much, so we're going to try and bale that much. Already got about probably 4,000 to 5,000 of it spoken for. So that's a heck of a good way to start out the hay season, knowing we got that much of it accounted for. So we better bale more because we know there's going to be more customers than just those few. So let's hope it all turns out good too, and we have enough help to get it all baled and unloaded. Well, they're filling up. We got 2 way down there. I don't know if you can see those 2 wagons. Those 3. That makes number 6. These are 7 and 8. Let's see how many bales we're at. You gotta be careful on those things. You don't want to catch your hand. That's fun, isn't it? Let's see how many bales we got though. That's a really nice big wagon, trails well. The only thing that sucks is no extending tongue. Everything else has extending tongues on it. 2789, shoot. We're gonna get over darn near 1,100 bale up today. It's definitely a good start to this. Well, I don't think I was going to get any more bales on this load. Actually did finish the row. Worked out really well. 2940. Cool. One load to go. This is the junkiest running gear we have, but one of the biggest wagons, easiest to fill. This big front on it here, it fills and nothing really falls off the front. It's really nice. Nice looking line of wagons. Everything's full. 3,080, I think, so far. Puts us at just under, just over 1,000 bale on the day, 1,080 after that, about 1,070 bales for today. So that's not too shabby. Late start, but we have plenty of time to get other stuff done yet. Easily could have done 2,000 bale today if we were hauling and unloading too, though, but don't always get that opportunity, I guess. I don't know, I haven't gotten a count on everything, just a guess. I'll just shuffle them 10 bales north, get them out of the way so we can have this section cleared. I would think, just guessing, we gotta have all of 30 acres here, but I could be wrong. I'm guessing there's supposed to 30 acres we got cleared once I get this load off the field and move those 10 bales. And then you counted everything I small square baled today. I'm guessing what I small square baled today had to be all of 11 acres, and I had at least 15 done yesterday, for sure 15 done. I thought it could have been close to 20. So just call it 15 plus 11, that's a minimum of, say, 26 acres. Conservatively, I think 26 to 30 would be a guess. We have baled off on this 50-acre field. It does go back a little ways, but there ain't that many rows left until it gets... But the rows are getting longer, and then it goes back into this nook. So that nook doesn't look terribly big, but it might be bigger than I think once I get back there. Load up 35 big squares here, because I don't have enough for 2 loads out here. I only got like 45 bales or so. So part of me wanted to maybe load up 2 loads out tonight, but I don't feel that ambitious now, because I have to basically go deliver this load right now, and then, or I can leave it. Either way, I gotta go square bale another 20 bales or so, and I just don't feel like working until 1 in the morning if we're gonna be unloading some in the morning at 8. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna get a good chunk knocked out. I just gotta shuffle some bales over, hook up the round baler, and move that to the other side of the field, and then start big square baling, and I'll do that till I have maybe a half hour of light left. And then I'm going to take off with this and try to quit for the day by 10:30. Call it an early day, I guess. I'll have plenty of time to finish the field tomorrow. I'm not planning to small square bale more than maybe 4 loads tomorrow, so that's at most 2 hours in the baler. I mean, there'll be some hauling. Depends if my dad's taking off work. I don't really know what his plans are tomorrow, but I'll talk to him more later here, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how this is all going to go or what we got to do yet. Like I said, I'd like to get about another 60 to 70 big squares baled up here, and that'll put us pretty good. And round bale what's left. But if we get to a certain point, I might change my mind on some of that too. It just depends what's left in the field. But nope, all the kids are home. Everybody's having a good time, I think. I went home to grab a coffee and realized we didn't have any creamer, and I'm not much for black coffee, so I'm not a huge fan of what I got in the cup right now. It's got a bunch of heavy cream in it. It's vanilla flavoring, but it's not the same as that vanilla creamer. I'm not much for bitter stuff like that, but it'll keep me going here to finish out the day. But my oldest 3-year-old, he really wanted to play when I was home, and it was kind of hard to leave to come back out, but we got stuff to do, and I'll make time for him when we get done with this straw and get through the next little bit of second cut, because I think we'll have a couple weeks off or some really light weeks. We can go to splash pad, take them to the zoo, and spend all day together and have some fun. And then you can come mow with me because the second cut won't be anything too terrible. The first few days of any big push are pretty laid back. It's just mowing the first day, and then tedding, a few hours here, a few hours there. It's not 12-hour days after 12-hour days after 12-hour days. It'll ramp up to that at the tail end as we're getting it baled and picked up, but it'll start a lot lighter, and I'll get to hang out with the kids a little more. Like I said in a prior video, I got hogs to castrate. So kids can hang out with us doing that. We got goats to move out to pasture or does, and the kids can be along for that too. It's just these big days of baling, and especially my wife who's still recouping, obviously, from giving birth and all. I'm kind of on my own right now, and you don't get a lot done when you're by yourself. It stinks being away from the family as much as we are, but at the end of the day, I got some goals that I'd like to achieve, and it'll set us up to have a really nice life in a few years, and maybe chugging away. It'll definitely pay off. I know we're making really big steps towards those objectives we'd like to accomplish. I'm seeing that the goals being met. I mean, I'm in an air-conditioned cab now, something I never would have thought of being possible when I first started all this. It's just crazy how far we've come, and I don't want to farm the world. I don't want to be doing 10,000 acres, but I'd like to have a sustainable number of acres, where we can make a pretty comfortable life, dial back on how hard we're pushing, and get the equipment to make some of this a little easier, and we'll get there. I know we will. I'm not saying I'm not missing. I don't want to say it's worth giving up the childhood or nothing. I don't think I'm missing a lot. I'm missing more than I really want at times, for sure. But it's not like I'm on the road for months on end. I still get to go home to the kids every night. And once they get started involved into a lot of things and start having memories of how things go, hopefully we can start dialing back on some stuff and spending more time with them. And they'll see what we've done to make a better life for them. And if all goes well, we'll have a pretty comfortable living coming out of this farm in 5 years or so. And in 10, 15 years, when they're old enough and decide what they want to do with their lives, we'll have a place for them to come back to and nice equipment to run and the acres to support them, the opportunity to come back. I don't want to force nothing on anyone, but with the farm beside the kids. So we'll see. That's always a tough thing. You got young kids and you got a lot you want to do. There's trade-offs to everything. Maybe I'm not making the right choice in some people's mind, but to me, I think it's the best choice I can make at the time. But there's a line there, and I'm hoping I'm not crossing too much on it. But we have commitments we made now, so we're going to follow through on those, and then every year kind of reevaluate and go from there. But right now, I'm still enjoying what we're doing for the most part, and the kids like being around for a lot of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't want to be in a cab for 8 hours a day, but a few hours here and there. They sure enjoyed the first 15 minutes. So I mean, these kids, it's really cool to grow up on a farm and see a lot of neat stuff, and hopefully they'll be grateful for what we work towards for them, for us too. I'm not doing it just for them, it's the life I want. And it's just as much selfish reasons as it is, reasons for doing it for the kids. It's as much for me too. It's the life I've always wanted, and here we are living that dream. Most days, some days it's a nightmare, but most days it's the dream. So, well, it's nice when I know how to count. There's 10 bales left, exactly how I figured it was going to go. Got 2 more to pick up and put on the trailer. These 10 are stacked here on the north end of this field. You can see we got all this cleared now. We just got a couple small square bales. I don't know, they hit just right, and then they bounce right off the side of the freaking wagon. So we'll have to pick them up. I don't know, there's like 7, maybe 8 of them floating around here. There's one there, one there. Hey, you may ask yourself, why is a guy who's usually by himself need 3 tractors? Well, shoot, I don't even have enough. I've been in all 3 of them today. I mean, granted, we could have used this one to load bales out, or it could be big square baling with the one we're loading the bales out. I could eliminate one, but I like having 2 loader tractors if we ever need them. This hasn't gotten a lot of use, really. A little bit of unloading back at the barn, but not often. This usually This Puma 140 usually stays in the big square baler. The 130 runs the round baler, and then we'll unhook that pretty regularly. Having the CVT, that thing's really nice. And then we'll leave the white glued to the small square baler. Now this tractor though, I've had on the small square baler, really like it on that. I've done a little bit of raking with this, a little bit of tedding with this, but most of the raking and tedding I've done with the Puma 130. I don't think I've done a little bit of raking with the white this year. For the most part, the 130 does most of our raking, most of our tedding, all of our round baling, obviously, because the monitor's in that, and this has the monitor for the big square baler, so this does all of the big square baling. The white's probably the least used tractor on the farm. These are just more comfortable, a little bit newer, and the seat still isn't fixed on that white, so you're sitting on the floor pretty much. You know, there's no air in the seat, but yeah, we get good use out of all of them. And then we have a self-propelled mower, so none of the tractors have really done any mowing this year. We've done a little bit with this tractor, but not much. I love having a self-propelled mower because it's on at times like these, everything's kind of tied up in these fields. Granted, tomorrow I'm hoping to start getting some or all of our equipment home, but I don't have to unhook something and hook it up to the mower. I just turn the key and I can go mow hay. I plan on possibly mowing hay tomorrow, at least if not tomorrow, the day or two after. I'd like to mow tomorrow. It looks like the forecast is going to be clear for that, so we're going to maybe try and mow hay tomorrow. Got a big custom job of big square baling I could start Friday or Saturday. Some straw. I think it's like 100 acres. It's going to be a big job, real big job. Really excited for that. Shoot, we're staying busy though. It's it's that expression, I'm so busy I passed myself going back the other way. But just letting this tractor run for a little bit before we go out and start baling. And I'm going to bale till probably a half hour or so before dark, and I'm going to take off with the big squares on that truck and get them hauled and delivered, and call it a day. Hopefully be home by 11 o'clock. That'd be really nice. Watch some MASH, eat a frozen pizza, go to bed, and wake up and unload some straw, and come back out here and finish this field tomorrow. I wish there was more to show in the cab here. It's just this back window is so dusty, it's hard to really see anything, and what you can see is just straw going in the front of the baler. It seems to want to just bunch up at times. I wish I could go a little faster, but it's just, I don't know. You always think, people say big square baler is the way to go, it's the fastest thing, but to me, the round baler, there's nothing that'll beat the amount of tons you can run in an hour than a round baler. Granted, you don't have to stop to drop bale, so it's nice not having to stop all the time, I guess, but shoot, I'm only going 1 to 2 mile an hour right now, 1.5 to 2, and the round baler, I could be going 5 or maybe even 6 miles an hour through this, and you're only stopped for maybe 10 seconds of bale. It's nothing crazy. You're running laps around the big square baler with the round baler, and I don't know, maybe I got something I didn't adjust it right, but I got my pre-compression chamber set almost to the highest setting, so I'm just running it till almost 1-to-1 where that's running every time the plunger strokes the best I can, and you just don't want to run it harder than that because you plug or shear something. But yeah, I don't really know. It just might be, you know, this is an older model and it may not be designed to go crazy fast. You know, it is what it is. We're still punching out some bales and it's fast enough for right now. Eventually, you know, in a few years, maybe we upgrade to like a, I don't know if the 9060 is a big upgrade or not. I know they changed a lot, but do we just jump to a 330 in a few years? I don't know. Or jump to a different brand. You know, I'm a New Holland guy, typically, you know. But that's not saying New Holland has the best. It just happens to be where I find the cheapest equipment. And maybe that's something, but the New Holland equipment has treated me pretty well. I bought everything used, and I usually look for deals. This baler we only paid $16,500 for. We just put a $2,000 into it, and that's basically, I mean, we put a couple hundred into it right after we bought it, but essentially, you know, we have almost 19,000 into this baler now, but that's it. I mean, shoot, you go buy another brand, you're looking at $25,000 easy for a Heston or a Chrome, and they may have their own set of issues, but I don't know. I've been happy with it. It's been an alright baler, just not crazy fast. Can't catch a break with the baler today. That bale right there is in the worst spot. It's right at the freaking link grill. It's going to be in my way. I'm going to push it out of the way. But behind me is one of my favorite wineries. I don't go out to drink much, but when I do, this is the place. Got a nice sweet wine I really like. Today's unfortunately Wednesday, otherwise I might stop in. Kind of parched. I don't know if they'll be open tomorrow on a Thursday or not, but I guess we're going to find out. We'll be here tomorrow. I'm hoping we'll have this all baled tomorrow. We'll just be picking up bales, but we'll see. See, there's a good chunk out back in this area. So this is the little nook. There's only maybe 5 rows left in the long stroking rows, but then you get back here and there's some piddly little stuff. I mean, not piddly, but there's a good amount back here. I'd say all of 10 acres or so, just in this area. All right, we got enough baled to get another load out in the morning. Not quite 2. We only have to get 2 more loads out after. That's load number 3. I'm gonna check with him to make sure. But 5 loads would be like 174 bales to them. Technically 175, but the first load had a bale of hay I'm gonna bring home. I didn't want it sitting out and getting rained on, so I just threw it on, threw it in his barn, and then we'll just bring it back home when we're done. There's still like 5 rows or something like that, and then it just kind of goes back and kind of goes around and has a spot back there. 25 more bales and I'll be good. I don't know how many bales we're getting per row, but I'm guessing I'll need at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 more rows. But it's making nice bales, and come out in small square bale some tomorrow, and I think we're end up having to round bale some of this, but we'll see how things go. It's 9:15, the sun's setting. I figured I might as well quit before it's super dark. We got a long walk back to the truck, and I still got to strap that down and then drive whatever it is, 12, 15 miles north. I'd rather not work till midnight again, so part of me maybe kind of wanted to just run another road down and back, but there'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow, because we're not going to get much. I don't think we'll really get started on a whole great deal of work tomorrow. I mean, we get enough unloaded in the morning. We're out here by like 2 o'clock. Maybe I can get the kids going, maybe. I don't know if my dad will be around, if he can get wagons up the elevator for him or not, because you got to push me with the skid steer. It's kind of a pain, but I don't know a better way to do it right now. We kind of have to have someone there to monitor that. But if I could sneak out here and get a load hauled out, we only have 1 more load I can haul out in the morning, and I don't really think we'd be able to bale much earlier than like 10 in the morning. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how things go. But if my dad's there and he can do that, then I could probably come out here and get the rest of these big squares that we need baled, bring a set of wagons with me when I come out to do that, whatever that is. It could be as early as 10, I know it won't be, or hopefully no later than 2 o'clock. I think 2 hours, maybe 3 hours at most, we'll be done baling. And with 2 loads to haul out, I'd say about 4 hours in the loading, 4 to 5 hours in the loading and hauling of the big squares. If it's just one person doing it. And then if we have round bales yet, you know, however long that takes. Round baling is really quick to do. You get 30 round bales on a load. I'm figuring if we can fill 2 to 4 more small square bale wagons, and get another 25 big squares, I don't see there being more than 1 30 bale load of round bales out here. So that'd be pretty quick and easy. And then it's just a matter of shuffling equipment home, checking the forecast, and maybe getting some hay mowed down. But I don't think I need to be too crazy aggressive in getting a ton done here tonight, because we got tomorrow. So all in all, not a bad day. Like I said, late start, but we have more important things to do, so we'll prioritize that. Get my wife home from the hospital and all. I think we've put in a darn good effort here to get this done for the landowner and get him back in here planting beans. So hopefully he sees that. I'm sure he understands the situation. All strapped down and ready to go. We've got 35 bales on. I've thought about putting another 2 on the neck, because you can see how we got 2 on top, but we're 3 wide on the bottom. I know some guys will do 3 wide, 3 tall, and that's 9 bales per section. We got 8 bales per section, so this is 35. If you would stack that 3 wide on top and 3 wide and 2 high on the neck like this, instead of just single, I think that'd be like 42 bales, which is that's a lot of bales for just a 3500. But I'm happy and I'm comfortable with this load, so we're gonna keep going like this for now. Well, there you have it, 35 more bales unloaded. Well, he changed his mind. He doesn't need quite as much as he was thinking, so what we have left in the field baled, he's gonna take all that. I needed, like I said, 25 more bales to get 2 more loads of 35 out here. I think we've got 50, what do we have, like 50 bales in the field, so we'll just do 2 trips here, 2 smaller loads, and we'll be done there. And we'll small square bale the little bit we need to, round bale the rest of the field, haul that home, stack it, move equipment home, and be done tomorrow. Maybe mow some hay. Got that custom job I'm hoping to get onto, not tomorrow, Thursday, but Friday, 2 days from now. Hopefully get to that and start in on that. That'll be fun. Just bailing, not having to pick them up, not have to do nothing, just go in and bail and then leave. I figured there could be close to, he's thinking 300 bales out there, 300 big squares. So that's going to be an all-day thing. Biggest day of baling we've ever had at the big square baler. So it'll be kind of neat to see what we can do, figure it out. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next one.